To be honest, this video is a very difficult one for me to make, but I feel like it's an extremely important one to make. But first, welcome to the Blossoming Journal. This is where we speak about mental health, we create awareness, we discuss coping mechanisms, and I must add a disclaimer that I am not to bring light to something that happened to me very recently, and in order to do that I have to go all the way back to the beginning, so rewind and try to stay tuned. I've actually prepared a lineup of videos that I was going to be posting in accordance, but I absolutely have to bring it to attention because it is something that is so incredibly dangerous and can be life-threatening. I gained a significant amount of weight in a very short span of time as a result of certain medications that I had to take for my health conditions, and also depression, which is comfort eating. Those of you who suffer from depression, you would understand. So I also have lupus. When I get a flare-up, I have arthritis. It was a very vicious cycle because I had a lupus flare-up following a very traumatic incident, and I wasn't treated, or let's say given the right treatment at the right time. I couldn't move around because everything was swollen and so incredibly painful, and that made me depressed. So when I was depressed, I started eating a lot. When I started eating a lot, I put on a lot of weight. In order to put less pressure onto my joints because of the significant weight gain, I needed then to take a type of medication which is meant for diabetic patients, which helps with weight loss. And I'm very sure you may have heard of this because it's a trend that's going on in Hollywood, where they would take a diabetic medication, and I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to get sued, but I have a feeling that you know what I'm talking about. If not, please Google Kim Kardashian or Elon Musk diabetic medication weight loss, and then you'll know what I'm talking about. Just trying to stay safe here. I was put on one of several types. So it's basically an injection in your stomach, exactly like a diabetic patient would insulin every single day. So I would inject my stomach at night because during the day I will be so lethargic I won't be able to move. The first week I was developing very severe nausea. I had tremendous constipation. I was very lethargic, I was very nauseous, I was also quite dizzy. It was a lot like vertigo. That same kind of ringing in your ear, and when you look sideways or if your eyes look sideways, everything just spins around. So it's that kind of dizziness. My nausea was so bad that I couldn't even swallow water. And slowly my mood started to change. So at first, I was okay. I could handle the nausea. I could handle, the dizziness. I did smash my car against the pillar. Yeah, don't don't drink and drive. But in my case, don't try to lose weight and drive. And towards the end of the first week, I'd already started the feeling of the nausea that's just here, where you can't swallow and you just feel like it's all tightening up here. And it's strange because sometimes I feel hungry, but the moment I see food I'm like, no, I can't. No, I'm not swallowing that. I wasn't able to go to the toilet for one entire week. I didn't even had the feeling of emptying my bowels. Nothing. I felt nothing. I spent 2 solid days in the bathroom, couldn't empty my bowels, when I finally could, there was blood everywhere. But basically, yeah, when you're extremely constipated and you have to go to the toilet and you spend 2 solid days in the toilet trying to empty your bowels, you can imagine what that would be like. So naturally, my body was extremely tired from all of the pushing and the crying as well, because my God, that pain. I felt like I gave birth to an elephant at the end of the day. And then I started to become extremely weak. I couldn't even walk around the house. I was just either lying on the couch like I was Cleopatra. I had no energy whatsoever. But this is the part that I want to highlight to you. Any form of medication that your body has to digest, it does affect your mood. When I get depressed, I have major depression. I was clinically diagnosed. When I get depressed, I start to become suicidal. And by the middle of the week, medication made me so depressed and so suicidal that I was just ready to go at any time. In my experience, when it comes to benzodiazepines and psychotropic medication, the side effects are always pretty similar. But because this is not a medication for mental health, but it affects your mental health, that's why I'm bringing it up. And I'm also bringing it up because I'm very worried. Social media influencers and celebrities that we follow, they are posting a life on social media that is almost unattainable. Because of what our idols are doing on social media, we're trying to mimic that, which is a completely natural, normal human being behavior. So when a celebrity comes on and says, I'm taking X to lose weight and it's helped, and look at me now, I am gorgeous, and then they'll have their beautiful pictures, which we all know are photoshopped, but still, whatever comes out on your social media feed, you think that is the reality. So when you see that and you see them sort of hinting that, yeah, I'm taking this, I'm taking that, oh, it helped me this, helped me that, or it comes out in tabloids, comes out in magazines, and they see their idols looking amazing without having to do much. And then they're like, I want the same thing, I'm gonna go get it too. And then off they go to the pharmacy and they can get it. But the problem is that when you have to take any kind of medication, you need to consult a doctor first. If you just follow the trend, and you're going to find yourself in a very difficult situation, because you're going to find yourself between who you are or who you should be or who you want to be and who you are trying to mirror. Again, I'm not a psychiatrist, but to me, this is common sense. And when they start sort of I wouldn't say advertise, because I don't see them advertising it, but they do speak of it. So people go looking for these medications. But that is why I felt like I had to do this video, because the side effects of these medications sometimes, at least in my case, completely outweighs the benefits. The most important thing is to be healthy. Healthy in your mind and then healthy in your body. If your mind is not okay, your body will automatically just go haywire. I just want to get this out there because I don't know whether enough people are talking about the side effects of it. Everyone's talking about how, oh, I took this, I took that, and I managed to lose weight, and it worked great, and blah blah blah. Oh, the Kardashians took it and they look amazing, and blah blah blah. I mean, yeah, but nobody ever talks about what it does to your system. I'm not saying, I am not implying, not in the slightest bit, that if you were depressed or have major depression or have been depressed or are likely to fall depressed will have the same experience I did with any kind of these medications. But I need to make this disclaimer because I was inches from doing something irreversible. My priority in losing weight, it's purely for health reasons. I've come to the end of the video. Thank you so much for staying with me. I pray, I honestly do pray that I've been able to help at least one person with this video, with this message, and with this warning. I'll be seeing you again soon because, like I said, I've got like a couple of videos to launch, but this has to come out now because this is shit scary. Okay? Take care, guys. I'll see you guys soon.